What's going on? Preview, prediction. Week 10, Detroit Lions traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. And the Lions are 3-5. Most people writing them off the season over with. Chicago Bears 5-3. It's only a 2-game difference between last place and the first place lead in NFC North. And just in the back of your head, even you seeing Minnesota struggle, you seeing Green Bay struggle. I think the division is far from over with for anybody. I think it's pretty much over with in most Lions fans' mind for Lions and most Vikings and Bears and Packers fans. But I don't see a dominant team in this division. Chicago, Khalil Mack is dealing with some injuries, and rightfully so. They should have sat him out last week. Buffalo was no threat. Let him heal up. Leonard Floyd, when they pass rushers is getting criticism from everywhere. I think Lance Briggs criticized him. Trubisky, he putting up good numbers. But like I said before, I don't trust him. Most Chicago Bears are happy because he's putting up these great big numbers. But you look at him in some of these games, he not going to go out there and win games. Let me just say that. Trubisky ain't winning games. He not going out there like a Brady, a Rodgers, like a Mahomes. He ain't going out there winning no games. He a good bus driver. He a Dak Prescott, Alex Smith. He's a good player. He's still getting used. It's only year 2, so that's not a knock on him. It's only year 2, but he's not going out there asserting himself winning games with his arm. He going to win games with his weapons, and he's still getting on par with a lot of his weapons. I think Trey Burton is his favorite weapon. And tight end, I wanted the Lions to get. Allen Robinson been injured, a Detroiter. Anthony Miller been in and out the lineup. Now Jordan Howard starting to crank it up. They starting to utilize him. They didn't move him. Tariq Cohen, he had a down week last week, but it was Jordan Howard week. They got a wonderful 1-2 punch in the backfield. And he really ain't got an opportunity to get on par with his weapons yet because everybody been in and out. And the ones that did play, like Tariq Cohen, he got a good report with him. Trey Burton, who been playing, he got a good report with him. Taylor Gabriel, he been doing good with him. But at the end of the day, Trubisky don't put the fear in God and nobody. I don't think he ever going to be that type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But for the Lions, they better pray Khalil Mack don't get healthy this week. Because if you do, Stafford is going to be a dead man walking. They got to run the ball. It's going to be 40 degrees out there, no precipitation, no rain, in other words. So they got to run that ball this week. But, Lions have beat the shit out the Bears the last 4 years. And then we lost to them once the last 4 years. But this ain't no indestructible Bears team. It wouldn't surprise me if the Lions went to Chicago, beat them. To me, the Bears, they not no elite team. Let me just put it that way. We ain't nowhere near the elite team. I think the Bears are a better team than us, playing better than us right now, most definitely, even though, they lost to Miami, we beat Miami. They beat Seattle, we lost to Seattle. But what you need to know about the Bears is they got a good pass rush, still a young defense, still some holes in the defense. If you can block, they front seven. It's some opportunities for you in the secondary. But unbelievable pass rushers. Leonard Floyd ever turn it on. Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, still got Kyle Fuller in the back end. They got the young buck at safety. I can't remember his name. He really, really good as well. They got a solid team, but the Bears is still a year or 2 away from reaching their full potential. And a lot of that potential falls on Mitchell Trubisky. And like I said, they happy about the numbers that Trubisky putting up. And, I feel him, but I just look at him and I don't see him going out there and winning no games. He got a lot of slow starts. Yeah, he had the 6 touchdowns versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay ain't that good. But you just look at him. You don't really fear him. You know what I'm saying? You don't really say, oh, shit, Trubisky coming. Like you say, oh, shit, here come Aaron Rodgers. I don't even think he's in the Kirk Cousins class yet. But it's only his second year once again. And he had a good game last year versus the Lions in the first game in Chicago, where he was very accurate. You can see the potential. He got the legs. But I don't see him ever being a superstar quarterback. I don't see that. I don't see Deshaun Watson. I don't see Patrick Mahomes. I don't see that in him. But one thing I do see in him is confidence. He's a very confident quarterback right now. He got 2 good running backs in Howard and Cohen. He got some good receivers. I think potentially like year 3 for him. Anthony Miller and Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel is going to be his guys, just as Trey Burton is. So I believe he's going to continue to get more dangerous, but like I said before, he don't scare me. He never will be the quarterback that's going to go out there and scare me. He's going to be more of the Alex Smith variety of a quarterback, in my opinion, but he's more aggressive downfield. But you can see, he didn't make that year 1 to year 2 jump like Chicago Bears fans thought. He'll be this, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes type of guy. And that's because he ain't had his weapons healthy, But, for the Lions, this game is to, get after Trubisky, stop the run, which they won't do. I predict Jordan Howard is going to have a humongous game. Tyreek Cohen is probably going to have a solid game as well, too. But I think Jordan Howard is going to be the back that tear the Lions up. Then I think it's going to be play action down the field. I think Miller, Robinson is going to have really, really big games. Taylor Gabriel on the slide is going to have a humongous game. The Lions, trying to say, oh, Taylor Gabriel is not Taylor Gabriel, but Tease Tabor is improving. I don't see it. He sucks and he continues to suck. They say there's no position change in his future right now, his immediate future. I don't see him being any better. Never lost. It's the same shit, different toilet every year. He got a new contract. I don't know how. So it's the same holes. I look for Chicago to expose the Lions, in the run game and in the passing games now. I think Trubisky gonna have a big game. Can Stafford keep up with Trubisky? No. You know what I'm saying? He just not a smart quarterback right now. He's not going through his progressions. He not checking the ball now. He can't go. He just not going through his progressions right now. He can't read defenses. It appears to be that. And the way the Lions can win is just hand the ball off to Kerryon, but they won't do it. They're gonna continue to try to mix Theoretic in there with Blunt and Kerryon Johnson. And it's just going to throw off Johnson's pitch count. It's going to throw off LeGarrette Blunt rhythm. And Theoretic is not a running back. I'm telling people that. He's a third down back, slot receiver type of guy. And they throw him in there and it throws all the rhythm off. But what the Bears will have to do, because I do both sides of the pillow when I do preview shows, Bears got to run the ball. Play action, Trubisky to Trey Burton, Taylor Gabriel stretching the field. Take advantage of the Lions' lack of slot receivers. Anthony Miller take advantage of this other matchup. Whoever Darius Slay not guarding, take advantage of the other receivers. Play action Trey Burton on the post route down the middle of the field. Just going to be running the ball, screen plays to Tyreek Cohen. Tyreek Cohen on option routes, Texas routes, play action, hitting the guys down the field. And that's it. That's all they got to do. For Lions got to stop the run and make Trubisky one-dimensional, but the problem is they don't have the defensive backs to make him one-dimensional. If they stop the run, they got a chance, and maybe Trubisky throw an interception or two. But I don't see the Lions having the ball hawks at corner or never lost in Tease Tabor to get an interception. But they got to stop the run, which they won't stop the run. Snacks Harrison and Deshaun Hand need more help. I know Zeke played last week, but I just don't think the Lions have the personnel or the coaching or execution to win on either side of the ball. But it will be cold out there. The Chicago Bears start slow sometimes, so it'll be a dogfight until the Bears pull away, I believe. I think the Lions got to stop that run, but then again, they got two lame duck corners out there, and Lawson and Tabor. So it's going to be up to them stopping the run. You hoping they can stop the run. You hoping that the corners can stop the Bears receivers. You hoping that, And if that happens, Trubisky is forced to win the game. And I think the Lions got a good opportunity. But I do like the matchup with Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay this weekend, on the outsides. I do like their matchup a lot. But ultimately, man, they going outdoors. Chicago playing a hell of a football right now. I think Chicago's gonna get this win 24-7. I want to say 24-17. I think they're gonna win by a 4 touchdown. I think Trubisky is gonna make enough throws. I think Anthony Miller and Taylor Gabriel gonna have career games. I think Jordan Howard gonna have a hell of a game. I think Tyreek Cohen gonna do well. And like I said, man, this is the type of game the Lions can win, though. This type of games where they don't have no hope and they in the gutter and they come out and do some crazy shit. They've been beating the Bears for the last 4 years. I think the Bears snapped their little streak from last year. I like Chicago 24-17 over the Detroit Lions. Lions not playing good football right now, but it is what it is. And most of the fans looking forward to next season. Mercy Sports Talk. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Salute to everybody. You can email me for questions, business inquiries, whatever it may be. Mr. One Time for the one time. What up, though? Live from Detroit. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. We'll miss another video.